Namaste, my name is Eliza and I'm the India travel expert for Holiday Architects. I've just got back from a research trip to India where I got to experience firsthand all that the country has to offer so that I can help inspire, excite and inform you when it comes to planning your tailor-made itinerary. I created a short video to share with you the highlights of my trip as part of the Holiday Architects travel vlog series. I hope you enjoy. I started my trip in Delhi, which is a 9-hour flight from London. Whilst in Delhi, I was given a guided walking tour of Chandni Chowk, one of the oldest and busiest markets in Old Delhi. The narrow side streets are crowded with tiny shops, selling everything from incense and essential oils to stationery, spices and kitchen pots and pans. My guide also showed me the best places to get local street food, which wasn't going to make me ill.
Right.
Samosas and coriander chutney. So Sunrise Paratha House is a favourite of mine. I absolutely love the homemade paratha that they serve here. You can have it with garlic and cheese, or my favourite, aloo, pickles, chana and curd. Some of the best food in India is to be found on the street, and often people are worried about trying it. But ask your guide and he'll point you in the direction of somewhere with good hygiene and delicious treats to try. Okay, tomato chat.
I then took a 1-hour 20-minute flight from Delhi to Jaisalmer, the ancient fort city in Rajasthan, which rises out of the desert like a giant sandcastle. I thoroughly enjoyed a camel safari at sunset. Watching the sun go down over the rolling sand dunes of the Thar Desert is a trip not to be missed. I had the absolute pleasure of staying at Fort Bali, a beautifully converted fort with just 8 elegant rooms which dates back to 1675. It offers a really relaxed and friendly atmosphere, steeped in history in the quiet rural village of Bali, a fascinating insight into life outside of the cities. This is the Royal Suite at Fort Bali, which is very spacious and offers lots of spots for sitting and relaxing after a busy day of sightseeing. This is the beautiful Queen's Room, where you can book a private dinner for up to 4 people. The intricate decor and paintings on the ceiling are amazing, aren't they?
It's breakfast time at Fort Bali and we've got a feast fit for a king here. We're being treated to masala omelettes, paratha with a coriander chutney, there's little Scotch pancakes, beautiful samosas and these onion bhajis. I can't wait to tuck into all of this.
One excursion not to be missed whilst in Jaipur is a visit to World Heritage Site Amber Fort. Its distinctive red sandstone and marble makes it one of the most visited forts in India, and rightly so.
Jantar Mantar is the Royal Observatory in Jaipur and a fascinating visit for anyone with an interest in astrology or astronomy. Behind me you'll find the largest sundial in the world.
The cottages at Kem Villas are lovely and cosy with great views of the surrounding countryside. Just what I needed to prepare me for my next day's activities.
It's 6:30 in the morning and we are out on Tiger Safari in Ranthambore. Fingers are very tightly crossed for a tiger or a leopard sighting.
Ranthambore National Park is one of the biggest national parks in northern India and home to a large species of birds and animals, including the majestic Royal Bengal tiger. I really enjoyed the wild antelope and the crocodiles lying lazily in the reeds on the edge of the river, but in terms of tigers...
The tiger gods weren't in our favour today, which is why we'd always recommend that you book a few safaris to give yourself the best possible chance of spotting a tiger or even a leopard.
But it's not just elusive tigers that Rajasthan has to offer.
One of my favourite places to visit is Eliza National Park, where there are over 340 different species of bird to be found, from storks and pelicans to herons and marsh harriers. The best time to visit is probably February-March when migratory birds are visiting, but in January, December you'll also see all of the painted storks and various other birds nesting. Cycling is a wonderful way to enjoy Eliza National Park, but if you'd rather put your feet up, cycle rickshaws are available.
After returning to Delhi, I was then able to catch a 1.5-hour flight to Varanasi, India's holiest of cities.
I'm in Varanasi, India's holiest of cities, and we're out on the River Ganges in the early morning, watching people in their morning rituals of prayer. We've organised seats for you to watch the Aarti ceremony on the River Ganges in the evening.
The Aarti ceremony is performed every evening at dusk and in my opinion is one of the most spectacular sights in Varanasi. Hundreds of pilgrims, photographers and tourists watch as lamps are lit, fragrant smoke rises from incense sticks and the chants of mantras can be heard. The experience wonderfully highlights local culture and religion in an effort by the participants to find peace. After the early start, I was looking forward to trying the local delicacies. Bati chokha is a bread dough baked over hot coals and served with an aubergine curry and mustard oil.
So the chokha is the aubergine sauce, and in it are aubergine, potatoes, onions, all fried off with spices and mustard oil. We've got onion and pickle with it as well.
I was kindly given some local insights into how to eat the dish thanks to my guide, Vishnu.
Here we go.
Another favourite of mine and a must-try whilst visiting Varanasi is lassi.
Local lassi, not tourist lassi. Lots of thick yogurt, and then they put cream on.
It's utterly delicious. And of course, a trip to India wouldn't be complete without a visit to one of the most iconic World Heritage Sites of them all.
So I'm at the principal gateway of the Taj Mahal, the most iconic building in all of India. And it's called the Principal Gateway because as you enter through it, you will catch your first glimpse of the magnificent Taj Mahal.
There is something magical about the Taj Mahal that I can't easily express in words, but I can say it's one of the most beautiful things I have ever seen. A symbol of love made exclusively of shimmering white marble, it is no wonder that it's considered to be the jewel of Muslim art in India, as well as a famous landmark and a tourist attraction that draws millions of visitors every year. Towards the end of my trip, I travelled south to Kerala.
Munnar is one of my favouriteest places in all of India. Up in the hills, you're surrounded by beautiful tree plantations and forests, and if you're lucky, you might even get to see an elephant. There are wonderful walks amongst the tea plantations here, and when you're on Taliar Tea Estate, you can actually experience the process from the picking of leaves through to packing in the bags. We're at Spice Tree in the Munnar region, and we're sat in the restaurant, and there are fantastic views all around of the surrounding hills and valleys. And we're just tucking into our lunch, which involves an alapay vegetable curry, thoran, chapati and rice. We're in Periyar Tiger Reserve, and while the chances of seeing a tiger are pretty low, we've come across one of its poos. We may see elephants, and you can hear all the bird song in the air. We've seen hornbills, wagtails and drongos so far, and just seen a langur monkey jumping in the trees.
And I was also treated to a wild elephant sighting in the undergrowth, which was truly magical. The following day, we made the 4-hour drive to the Keralan backwaters. Not by rickshaw, I might add. Whilst in Kumarakom, I enjoyed an early morning canoe trip, which is the best time to watch life unfold on the backwaters. Despite the 7 a.m. start, I highly recommend it.
Okay, do you like my hat? Made from the lotus flare and
just like mine.
The staff at Eco Resort Coconut Lagoon could not have been more accommodating. So that concludes my trip around incredible India. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. And don't forget, if you've got any questions, or if you would like me to design you your own tailor-made holiday to any of these destinations, please do give us a shout. As the holiday architect expert for India, my name is Eliza, and I would love to help you plan your trip.